brother. I'm not going to go to church. But I decided I'm going to be a homeless because that's the only way that's going to force me to get out. And so I ate a hot dog for 43 days. And this is the 14 months after I was paralyzed. And I want to share with you why I was able to walk again. You see, when you have nothing, the only way you can do is go up. When you have nothing. I have no insurance for medical because I divorced and my wife and I broke up. I don't have insurance for medical. And I remember one gentleman called me, he asked me, he said, Kai, do you believe the body is a miracle? I said, absolutely, the body is a miracle. He said, Kai, do you know that your body have around 3 trillion cells? I said, well, I'm Asian, I'm short, I have no hair, less than that. He said, yeah, that's true, less than that. So he said, Kai, if you take nutrition, and you take consistently, and you take a lot of them, that will enable to help your body to rejuvenate and correct itself. And I say, I have, what else do I have? I wish that I knew secret back then. I got so fired up about this morning the supplement that I took one and I stole 3 and I bring it back to my room. Because I didn't mean to say that. Yeah. And I took some PM too. Yeah. And the reason is this, guy. I was so excited because I heard that our product can actually reduce inflammation, can help your body recover all the stress. How many of you guys have stress? Yeah. Good. If you guys have stress, try to marry one. You will have a lot of stress. So, with the nutritional that we're coming out, ladies and gentlemen, we can help a lot of people. I get excited for myself. But think about how many people out there that have inflammation in the body so strong that can cause this kind of disease. And you can actually help them and stop it and prevent it. You don't even know. And this can change their life. So I work out, nutritional. I was able to stand. This picture was, the reason I was holding the phone on the left hand, it was because my right hand still wasn't able to pick it up at that time. And that's why I hold my left hand. You know, my beautiful side, stronger side is all the way to the right hand. You guys always see that. But it's end up with the left hand. This is a year later. December 31st. Everybody go to their family and party and have fun. I got so many phone calls saying, Kai, come out and party, come out and party, come out and have fun. This is Christmas, brother. December 31st, Christmas Eve. You guys know what? This picture, oh, New Year Eve? Oh, good, New Year Eve, okay? See, I don't even know those dates anymore, right? And the reason I took this picture back then, and the reason I was able to pull that down on Facebook is because here's the thing. I told myself that I'm willing to do something that no one's ever want to do. When you celebrate, I work. When you party, I work. When you drink, I work. When you think I'm stupid that I work on New Year Eve, I work. So someday I'm going to have something that you don't have. So I posted on Facebook. And I'm able to pick it down for you guys. I sat at that coffee shop and I met this young lady. Pretty hot, isn't it? I find out she was the owner of the coffee shop. And what happened is she saw me sit there all the time because I have no place to go. So one day she stopped by and she said, why you at my coffee shop every day from morning to night and you spend only $2.50 for a cup of coffee? I'll say, well, number one, your restaurant, nobody show up. So kind of nice that I'm sitting here. Don't you think fill up the space, warm up your seat, right? Number two, I'm homeless. So she said, really? And she was looking for a place to help me, but my wife was broke at the time. She was broke. So she was able to rent for me a garage for $400 so I can sleep at night instead of sleeping in the car. So I tried to recruit her into my network marketing business, but I thought about it. I said, you know, I want to recruit her in a different way. And so I don't know how to do it, so I took out my dream board and I put her picture on it, of course with my son, because my son was the number one thing in my life at the time, so I put her picture on it with me, and I sent this picture to her. Can you guys see this? And I say, honey, I'm a homeless, I have nothing, But if you ever decide to date me and marry me someday, this is what you're gonna have. And she buy into it. We got married. We got married, but doctor said I won't have kids. You guys know that? It was crazy. But doctor said I cannot have kids because of my MS. But moving forward, I met this gentleman. You know the lip lipstick I started. You can see that, right? I met this gentleman when my wife and I was really struggling at the time, and I'm really honestly gonna tell you right now, it's like at the time I was really broke. I just, broke people have high ego, you know that, right? So this gentleman was so humble that my wife feel comfortable that told me to look into Secret. And I listened to her, because I saw her once, I better listen to her now. And when I signed up with Secret, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just like you. Don't know anything at the time. Don't know anything about skincare. But I learned. I go to Wow Party, I learned how to put mud on people's face. If you look at her face, she's pretty intense. She kind of freak out right there, but you can see it. I turned a lot of men into secret agent, just like you. And many of the time I was doubting, is this company going to be around? I would doubt, just like you. But every time I doubt, I get myself more into it. I work more, I read more, and I always read for free. That's the reason why I don't own a library, because I have the whole Barnes & Noble back behind me. You guys see that? And doctor said I can't have kids. I met another man, and he said, Kai, do you believe your body is a miracle? And I said, yeah. He said, take more vitamin. So he gave me 3 different types of vitamin for $153 a month. I spent for 2 months on it. We went, check it out, I have 7 sperms. Yeah, empty. 7. So I took another one for another month, and my wife said, let's try naturally. We pop out twins. So guys, you think about this. I have twins. Physically, very unable. My body is very, very weak. I have twins. A lot of people say, I'm unhealthy, I'm weak, I'm sick, I'm disabled, all that kind of stuff. Now I have kids. And you know what? I can't do Secret. But let me tell you something. If it's important to you, you find a way to do it. If it's not important for you, you're going to find an excuse. My family is important to me. Is your family important to you? Yes. Every time you say you're doing this for your family, are you really mean that? It's important to me. And I hope whatever you say to your kid, your family, your wife, is true. Because nowadays, ladies and gentlemen, we have social media that might record you that you don't even know about it. And the last thing you want is that when your kid can actually talk to you and you say, Dad, you said you were going to do that so I can have this. Back in the day, I didn't understand, but now I have a record in front of me, and you say that in front of Mom, what's wrong with you? So you know what? My family is really important to me. I find a way. Less than a month later, after my twins, you know where I was? Alberta, Canada, in the snow. You recognize this young lady? She was young back then, she didn't have hair. You guys see that? So young. I'm just kidding on that. This was the first time I saw these beautiful ladies and also Tracy Zimmerman. It was in the cold, snow. I don't make excuses because I have kids, ladies and gentlemen. A month later, you know what? I was in Nebraska in the snow, driving in the dark at 4 a.m. by myself. Well, you don't have much in there anyway. And you know why I took this picture and posted on Facebook? Because I'm willing to do the things that you guys always make excuses. It's too cold. It's a Christmas. I have kids at home. Well, guys, your kid should be the reason you do it. You should be the reason that you're driving at 4 a.m. It's not the reason why you said you shouldn't go on the street. And that is the reason why, ladies and gentlemen, I have a team from this small to that big.